Now, the Purple Lodge is known as cryptic degrees. The cryptic degrees. Look at the major logo in the Purple Lodge. The Purple Lodge holds two major symbolism, a sword and a tool for building. Remember that the magnum opus of the order is bet and debts. Omomo na onwo, omomo na obubu. That is the esoteric meaning of the sword and the tool used for building. Now, this is the tracing board in the cryptic masonry, which is the Purple Lodge. Okay. Now, notice the design of the tracing board. Notice that you are no longer climbing a ladder. You are now extremely hidden. What the cryptic masonry in the Purple Lodge is explaining is that this order is underworld. It is the underworld. Do you understand? This order is under. That is, it is the most hidden. So, which is the true definition of dark masonry. Another thing you guys need to realize is that the word cryptic means obscure. That is ihezolezo. Cryptic means something that is mysterious, something that is hidden. In Greek mythology, Hermaphroditos is an androgynous child created by Hermes and Venus, basically Gemini and Virgo. Because Virgo is also Venus. Okay? Virgo is esoterically Venus. Virgo the Virgin is esoterically Venus because, like in Sumerian mythology, in Sumerian astrology, Virgo is Venus to them. Okay, and these are the roots of the Oyibo man's astrological knowledge. So in Greek mythology, Hermaphroditus, which is an androgynous being, is a creature created by Hermes, which is Mercury, governing Gemini, created with Venus, which is the Virgin in Sumerian mystery system. Basically, Michael Jackson and Prince. Okay, Michael Jackson and Prince created this dualism. Okay, the death of Prince corresponds to the date code connected to Michael Jackson's date of birth. The death of Prince, the code, which is that 4U, which is 421, is connected to Michael Jackson's birth date. The code associated with Michael Jackson's birth date is connected to the code that Prince died in, which is April 21, which is 4U. Just like he had a song called I Would Die For You. So as you guys can see, Michael Jackson was born August 29, which is in Virgo, which is the 241 day of the year, with 124 remaining until the year ends. You see the code? 241, 124. Now if you rearrange the 241 and 124, it becomes 421, which is 4U. U is the 21st letter. Okay? 4U. Okay, which is the code connected to the death of Prince, which is a song that Prince made. Prince created this song in 1983. Prince actually created this song in Virgo. Now, the name Michael Jackson is exactly 124. The name Michael Jackson equals 124. Just like the remaining days of his birthday is 124. And the reverse of 124 is what? It is 4U, which is 421. U is the 21st letter. Okay? So you see what's going on, right? Also, notice the dates that the song was released to the public. Notice the dates the song I Would Die For You was released to the public. It is November 28, 1984, which is 11 plus 28 plus 19 plus 84. It gives you 142. Now, if you rearrange 142, what is it going to give you? 421, the same with 421, 124, the same code, which is corresponding to the birth date of Michael Jackson. Likewise, the name Michael Jackson, and likewise the name of that song, how the song was written. How did they write the name of it? It says, I would die, then number 4 and letter U, which is the 21st letter, which makes it 421. Let's look at this childhood photos of Michael Jackson. Just look at these images. Look at them very well. These are 4 different images of Michael Jackson as a boy. This proves that Michael Jackson was groomed from the start. Michael Jackson was groomed as a boy. When he was still a boy, he was groomed. He was specifically selected. Also, his name, just like the name Beyonce, who is also a Vogue, Beyonce is a Vogue, okay? So you see Beyonce emulate, right now they're calling Beyonce the female version of Michael Jackson. Why are they calling her that? Because Beyonce is emulating the same Vogue, play, okay? The same Vogue, she corresponds to the same Vogue energy. The name Michael Jackson was selected to give that specific code number that it gives. Michael Jackson corresponds to the code remaining in a year of the day he was born, which is August 29. Where did Michael Jackson learn this? He doesn't know what these symbols represent. But somebody told him to do these hand gestures in these photos. Look at the one eye. He did the one eye. He did the one eye symbolism. He did the 3-6 symbolism. Then he did the hush symbol. The hush. Hush. It's a secret. It is secrecy. The very first Michael Jackson album is called Got to Be There. Michael Jackson started making music with his brothers, his older brothers. The name of the group is called Jackson 5. Key number is 5. Okay? He was the lead singer of that group. Michael Jackson was sacrificed at age 50. Age 50. The full reduction of 50 is 5. They said that it was propofol that killed Michael Jackson. That the drug that killed Michael Jackson is propofol. Propofol, given to him by his doctor. Propofol equals 5. Okay? The abbreviation of Michael Jackson's name is MJ. MJ equals 5. So the signature to the sacrifice of Michael Jackson is code 5. The guy that his name rounds up to 124, which corresponds to the name of his first album, the date it was released, January 24. January being the first month, thus it is 124. From the day that Michael Jackson died to the day that Prince died is exactly 6 years and 9 months, which is 6 and 9. It is a code that is also a representation of the Gemini, the dualism. 6 is an upside down 9, 9 is an upside down 6. Okay? It is a code which is a representation of the correspondence between those two men. September 23 leaves 99 days left in a full year. And 9 plus 9 gives you 18. 9 times 9 gives you 81. The word Masons is 81, 18, and 81 again in reverse. Masons is Ma sons, the sons of Ma. Mason is made up of 5 letters. Ma, M-A, is May, the Greco-Roman goddess of spring. She was the one that the 5th month, May, is named after. And Friday is dedicated to May, who is also Venus. Friday is the 5th day, just like May is the 5th month. Thus, May's sons are the sons of the Eastern Star, who is also May. The Eastern Star cult logo is a 5-pointed star. Also, the highest degree in Satanism is the 5th degree, and it is called Maga or Magus. Just like the 5-pointed star represents the Venus cult known as the Eastern Star. The star of the East is Sirius, which is Isis or Set. Ose in Afa, which means eye. So they are referring to the 3rd eye, which is the 5th dimension, the 5th element, which is the ether, Etora, Ose, Ora. And now you know why the Macy's logo is a 5-pointed star. They want your wife shopping at Macy's, wasting all your hard-earned money on Masons. Also, M-A, which is the Ma in the Masons, is 5. Because M is the 13th letter and A is the first letter. So 1 plus 3 plus 1 equals 5. And that is why they told you that the finest hotels are called 5-star hotels. And now you know why the best players in the world wore number 23. 2 plus 3 equals 5. because it is about the fifth dimension, which is what the third eye represents. And now you know why Ndinkiti celebrate the fifth day of the week, which is Friday. So they say, thank God it's Friday. It is all Masonic, and Masonry is Satanism. The word pineal gland, which is the third eye, the word pineal gland equals 50. And the reduction of 50 is 5. Magus, is the root word for magic. Everything I just did now is called deciphering magic. I am unspelling the spell that was casted on you. A fifth-degree Satanist is a magician that is qualified to cast spells. The word spell is made up of 5 letters. Mason is esoterically Aset and Heru, Ma and Mother, and that's why Masons are called the widowed son. When Asa was murdered, Aset became a widow. Thus, Heru is the widowed son, which is why Masons call themselves the widowed son. Because Hiram Abeth, which is the Hiram above, is a plagiarism of Heru and Asa. Just like Jesus is a plagiarism of Heru and Asa. The word Hiram is made up of 5 letters. Abith is made up of 5 letters. So this is actually supposed to be Michael Jackson's last concert / documentary. He's saying that it's a documentary theatrical film, which is also going to be going to feature a concert and music, some few new music from Michael Jackson, and the title is called "This Is It." This is it. Now, this is it in Gematria is 4-1, which is 5. 4 plus 1 gives you 5, which is connected to the ritual sacrifice of Michael Jackson, who was sacrificially killed with propofol, which rounds up to 50, which is also 5. And Michael Jackson died at age 50, which is also 5. And Michael Jackson is from a band called Jackson 5. Okay, so, and another thing is the abbreviation known as MJ. The New Testament claimed that the last statement from Jesus is, "It is finished." You see, "it is finished" is just like, "this is it." "It is finished" is basically, "this is it." "This is it" is, "it is finished." And if you notice that in Gematria, "this is it" holds the same code with "it is finished." "This is it" holds the same code with "it is finished." So "it is finished" is 131. "This is it" is 113. So it's like 131 is basically, if you rearrange 131, you get 113. Okay. These are very, very important code. And also, "it is finished" is 1 plus 3 plus 1, which is 5. Just like "this is it" is 1 plus 1 plus 3, which is 5 also. So the code, you see the same code 5, that same, which is the code for the ritual sacrifice of Michael Jackson and the sacrificial lamb known as Jesus. Okay, so so you see the connection, and it's very well connected to the Tupac's last album. Also had something to do with the being on a cross of Calvary, being on a cross, which is because the Christian cross is the death cult. It is a cross of sacrifices, and that's also the reason why, the esoteric reason why rappers wear the cross of Calvary, which is the cross of sacrifices, the cross of the sacrificial lamb. Okay, so it's a representation of sacrifice, which is death. All this my presentation has been able to prove the hands behind all these things that is going on in the world. They are maintaining the dream world with the blood of, they have to do these Gemini rituals. They have to do these rituals, these Jesus rituals. Okay. They have to sacrifice these lambs. They have to make this atonements, sacrifice these lambs, which is esoterically, the lamb is basically a human being. So this is all about human sacrifice. Okay, they have to maintain the Ogazi rituals in order for the masses to remain in sedative modes. That's why the people are not most people cannot be able to understand what I'm talking about, because the sacrifice was made for them to remain sedated in order for the warlocks, the warlocks of the dream world to continue to operate, okay, and psychologically suck their bloods, and you know, there's all kinds of things that they do to Ndenkiti. So it's pretty clear, and you guys can all see everything that's going on. So okay, but there are thousands of other information that I have on this subject, and like I told you guys, I cannot finish this documentary. There's no possible way that I can be able to finish this presentation, okay, because it's too much, and I don't have all day,